My lips are on fire. Honestly, my lips are on fire. And I think I'm just pressing buttons at this point. I don't think it's even doing anything. My lips are on fire and I have no idea why. I think it's this. Because I put on my gloss as usual, my lip liner, and then just making sure she's still alive. And this is an apple flavored thing. I am allergic to apples, so I don't think it's that deep. Hold on. It's an apple flavor. I don't think you guys would even see this. I got me and the girls this one. Anyways, hi. How are you? My name is Mackie. Welcome to Mackie Really Reads. Today's video is going to be my top 10 books of 2025. Get into it. I'm excited. Firstly, I need my drink. I'm having Warhead's Sour Grape Soda. I have never had this flavor. I think the last flavors, no, I haven't had apple and peach and this one. So the rest I've had, I love these drinks so much. They're just so sour. I don't have a sweet tooth. I have a sour tooth. And yeah. Hold on. Let's open this. Ooh. Ooh. It smells like grapes. It smells like grapes. Let me taste it. This is so good. Okay. I hope everyone is well, everyone is safe, and everybody has been reading great books. Child, I'm so glad 2025 is over with. Worst year of my life. Oh my goodness. Worst year of my life. I'm gonna start with the honorable mentions for the list. I have only 3, right? And they didn't make it. They were like 4.5, 4.75 stars. You know, they were just like that. They were good, but not like my top 10. You understand? There's top 10 like really, really good, and then there's like 4.75, which is like I would recommend it, but I can feel my lips, like I feel like they're swelling up. I don't know. I can't see a difference because I don't have my glasses on. Anyways, first honorable mention is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Now this book was only 4.75 because it wasn't that spicy. That's the only reason. It is a romantasy. It's about gods and wars, and we have these 2 characters, Winnow and Roman, and they are both writers for this publishing company. It dates back to like I think the 1912s or something, if I'm not mistaken, and they are both competing writers. They want to write this big article about gods and stuff, and yeah, there's a typewriter involved. Like she's typing to someone, and then she puts it in like her closet, and then it goes to someone else, and then he responds, but she doesn't know that it's him, right? Because in the everyday world, everyday lives, right, they are rivals, right? But it was so epic. He like yearns for her. He legit yearns for her. He went to a war just to be with her, and they weren't even dating. She still hated him. He went to a war just to be around her and make sure that she's safe. And no one can text us back. He went to a war and we can't even get. This is a joke. It's a joke, I swear. Anyways, this is one of my honorable mentions. And then another one is Jagged Edges by Gray Huffington. This book is a novella, I did mention. Now, I didn't put in my top 10 because it's a novella, but it's really was one of my favorite novellas of the year. So this one is about Bello and Brisk. It's an age gap. She is poor, and when I mean poor, like she lives in what do you guys call it in America? it's not trailer park, right? Like, you know those little cars, those movable cars? She lives in that. And it's rough. Her best friend is super duper rich. And her best friend is her best friend's uncle is the guy she ends up dating. And it's kind of like taboo because like the best friend doesn't really know. She's kind of really protective of the uncle, and she's like, oh, you know, he's super rich and like he hasn't had good luck in love, and like I want him to be happy, but he hasn't found anyone. And little does she know. And yeah, it's really, really like it's such a fun Grey Huffington thing. It's just like the vibes, like he spoils her. She's like a passenger princess. She is like the queen, and he loves her so much. I pretty got you on. You know, the best thing about this iPhone is that even if I'm done talking, even if this thing were to ever switch off, you guys still gonna catch my voice. That's the best thing about this iPhone, right? And then yeah, 4.75 stars as well. Would I wish it was longer, but it was like my favorite. It was so good. And then we have Jessard Air. Right. Book is about Sylvia, and Aaron. It's Aaron. I don't know what it is about Aaron's, but I love me some Aaron's. I love Aaron's. The only reason why is because the only reason I think I gave it lower than 4.75. I gave it four stars because they weren't really in a relationship. They had feelings for each other. They had like really strong feelings for each other, but they weren't in a relationship. You know what I mean? So it's like little on the romance, and I love romance, right? So it is a fat romantasy. It is about these people called the Jasadis. It's about these four kingdoms, right? The Jasadis have been, I don't want to use that word, but they've been gone. They gone. Like they wiped them out because their magic was just too powerful and they were harming people. And so if you're a Jasadi, that is what she is, right? You cannot be in their world, like in any of the world in this book. So she's hiding out. She's very, very smart, and like very like she beats people. Like she beats people's asses like real time. And he is so smart. He has her figured out, and she always thinks like, oh, I can get away with it, or I can lie to him. And he's like, I know you're lying. Like, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. And I just love the push and pull. She has deep anger issues, like deep anger issues. And I just love this. I love the cover. I'm excited to read the second one because I feel like that's where the yearning is going to take place. The yearning, that's where it's going to take place. I'm really excited for that one. And yeah, let's get right into the list. Right, okay. 10th book is Nikki the Driver by Kate C. Wells. Now, this is the only book in this series so far. It's a stalker romance. It's a mafia romance. It's an age gap romance. It's an arranged marriage. But we do have trigger warnings for eating disorder. Zeta has a really big issue when it comes to food. She binges a lot. And she overworks. She like works out a lot. And, you know, binging. You know, there's disorder. She's like the typical criteria for binging disorder, right? So the thing is, right, Nikki has been stalking her since high school. He's been stalking her since high school. Like, she's engaged to this weird ass guy. He's just so weird, and nobody likes him. His name is Patrick. Like, oh, the only Patrick that's acceptable in life is the one from SpongeBob. That's the only Patrick. I'm so sorry to every Patrick right now. Oops. Right, Nikki has been stalking her. Oh, I need to keep my back straight. Nikki has been stalking her since high school. Like, I mean, stalking her. Like, he knows every single detail about her. He knows what she eats, what she doesn't eat. He knows what she binges on. Like, he legit knows what she binges on, which are like these chocolate, I don't know if like they're muffins or cookies or something like that. And he knows her favorite body lotion. Like, he's just like, he's there. He's like that stalker. And finally, he gets a chance to get married to her, and he takes it, right? And I'm not gonna tell you he's kind of backstory of how he goes, but like what his deal is, because it's kind of interesting, and I just loved how he is. But he is a machine. He's a legit a machine, and it's perfect. I loved this book so much. Obviously, it's in my top 10. The ninth book that I want to talk about that was my favorite for 2025 is The Bonus by Teal Swan. I love this author so much. She's like just like my favorite toxic writer, romance writer. And I like this cover. It's okay. It's decent. I guess it's decent. So this book is a workplace romance, a billionaire romance. And another trope that is, I'm not gonna tell you what it is actually. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. So we have Grace Porter and Gabriel Ferrara. You know the Ferrara family. If you've read any of Teal Swan's books, especially The Takeover, The Casanova, you probably know about Gabriel Ferrara, or the Italian, probably, but it's not mafia. He's just like a business guy. He's a billionaire, right? So Grace Porter, she moves to New York and she ends up working for Gabriel Ferrara. She's been in love with him for 7 years, and then she finally figures out that, you know what, I can't be with this guy. He doesn't like me. I just need to go. I need to like find myself a new world, a new life, right? So she has all this money saved up, and she decides she's gonna quit her job because she can't stand seeing Gabriel in love or dating other people. Before she leaves, they do have a one night stand. Several, yeah. And then things happen, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. So we have pining for years. She's literally been pining for him for years, and yeah, he's got some secrets, lots of secrets, and I love this book so much. It was really funny. I remember my favorite part is when it's like legit. It makes no sense, but to me, it was so funny. It was my favorite part of the whole book. Well, like my number one favorite part of the book. Number one, it just literally speaks about my personality. She's like trying to quit her job, and he's like, "No, I'm not allowing you. You're not gonna do it." Like he tears up her her resignation paper. He's like, "You're not doing it," and he's like, "I'll give you anything you want. You want a car? Do you want like a house? I'll give you 50% more than I'm giving you, like your paycheck and stuff." And she keeps saying, "No, no, no." She doesn't want this. She's like, "No, I'm done." And he's like, "You can't keep doing this, Grace. You're fucking me up the ass." And that was the funniest part of this whole thing. I laughed so hard. He's like, "No, Grace, you can't keep doing this. You fucking me up the ass." This is so funny. I just love dog humor. It's so funny. I don't care if you don't laugh. It's funny to me, and I love this book. 5 stars. I loved it. And then the next billionaire romance that I have for you guys, which is number 8. We are number 8, is Black Ties and White Lies by Kate Singleton. This is the first book in the Pretty Lies, something like that series. Right, I don't have it written down. It's a forbidden romance. It's an ex's brother romance. It's a fake relationship. And I don't like fake relationship. I don't like fake relationships at all. I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, you are such a liar. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for you, right? But this was done so well because we knew from the get-go that, yes, they were faking it in terms of like outside world, like being engaged and stuff, and like faking that she was his assistant, but she really was his assistant. But they were in it, like he knew at the back of his head, like, you're not gonna go anywhere, you're not going anywhere, right? They legit lived happily ever after. It was so spicy. And he's just like this rich billionaire that's like wants to make all of her dreams come true, and I love that so much. The next book that I want to talk about is the 7th book of my best books of 2025 is They Call Him Nas by Casey Mills. This is the first book I've ever read by this author, and it's not gonna be my last. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, it's not gonna be my last. So this book, it's fantastic. And when I say fantastic, I mean fantastic. So we have Nas, right? We have Nas in this book. And then we have Day Richardson. It is a slow burn. And I don't really like slow burns, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. So Day, she is a boss lady. She's a boss bitch. And she has this elite dating company, but no coitus allowed. Like, you, if you want like a really, really top, I don't know, a date or whatever date, you pay like high levels of money. It's like an elite company and elite dating world, sort of. And he comes up one day, he's like, I need a date for my sister's wedding. And she's like, okay, sure, let me find you someone. He's like, no, I don't want anyone, I want you. She's like, I'm not up for sale, like, you can't date me, like, I'm the boss of this company. He's like, I don't care, I want you, I want you. And he gets her. He gets her. He's very, very like stern, and like, he's like, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna like it. And I love this because they weren't lying to everyone else. Everyone knew in their wedding that this was sort of like an arranged date, like, but people kind of knew as well that he liked her for a reason, and that this could be the one. So it's a great romance. It's two black heroes, MMCs. And yeah, I loved it so much. It was a slow burn, but it had all the feels. It had just so much yearning and forgiveness and understanding. And I love this book. Oh, it was one of my favorite. It was so good. Oh my goodness. And the next book that I want to talk about, number 6, Requiem by Kelly Hart. This is standalone. It's an angsty romance. It's a college romance. And I can't really say much, but it's 5 stars. It's really, really angsty. You think you know, but you don't know. And I thought I knew, but I did not know. I did not know. I did not know much. I thought I knew something, but I didn't know anything. So, with all that being said, she goes to this college. She wants revenge. She thinks she knows something. She thinks she's Candace Owens, and she's gonna get them. She's gonna get them. And that's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say about this, because I'm afraid that I might just like tell you guys what's going on. The 5th book that was my top 10 of 2025 is none other than The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. Now, this book is only placed this high only because it was my first thriller, and it has a special place in my heart because it's my first thriller and I loved it so much, right? I would take a couple of stars off, like a star off, because it's not romancy at all, right? I wonder if there's more like a romance thriller thing, or if it's thriller just like thriller. But I love this. It is a movie now. I'm not gonna watch it because of her. And yeah, I loved this book. It was so, so good. Watch it. I mean, read the book. Don't watch it. Read the book. But I mean, I guess the movie is good as well, except for the there's only one person. They didn't. I don't think they picked the right Millie, which is the main character. I don't think they chose the right one. I think they could have done better. And yeah, that's it. That's what I have got to say about that series. That's my 2 cents. I wonder if they're gonna do the second one. Intrigued. Will they do it? The 4th book of this top 10 recommendations. Not recommendations. My top 10, right? But I can recommend them to you, I guess. Right? I guess you are. Yes, you are. We have Beautiful Broken Love by Shanora Williams. I absolutely love this cover. And the second one is out. It's called Sweet Little Hearts. It's purple. I'm obsessed. I'm going to read that book really soon, but I'm obsessed with this one. I love this book so, so, so much. It's a black romance. It's a sports romance. Trigger warnings for grief, loss. Right? We have Davina and Deke Bishop. And so Deke is this famous basketball player. He's a basketball player, right? Yeah, he's a basketball player, and Davina owns this skincare company, so she's asked Deke to be the face of the company, or like sort of like for that campaign. And they meet, and he is like, I'm in love with you, and I'm gonna sort of pretend that we're friends, but we're not really friends, but I love you. And he's like besotted with her. He's literally like besotted with her. And she's like, I'm healing. What are you talking about? I'm healing. I just lost my husband, and I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this at all. And he's gonna wait. And he yearns. He is a legit yearner. He yearns for her. Like, he yearns for her deep, deep to his bones. Like, it's so corny, but it's so sweet. It's so sweet. It was so beautiful. And like, she had this one scene where she legit has an anxiety attack, and she locks herself in his bedroom, in his bathroom, excuse me, and she's like weeping and crying and throwing things, and he just sits there, and he's like, I'm here. And I'm just like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I didn't though, but I almost did. I almost cried. I almost cried. The third book of this series, which is my favorite series of the entire year, is the Shadow Me series. I had this series. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not gonna get it because it's a lot of books. It's a lot of books, but I do have a reading vlog, reading playlist for the series. Right? I think I'm on the next book I'm reading is Defy Me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I read 6 books of the 9 books. Right? I'm almost done. I'm just like savoring it. Like, I'm savoring it. It's so good. Aaron Horner. I told you guys I'm gonna get a tattoo of Aaron Horner. Not his face, but I'm gonna write. I don't know if I should write. I don't want to do the My Bones Ignite because I feel like everyone has that one. But I want to do Warner is Here, right? For my favorite book, which is the Ignite Me series. It's so. I mean, not the Ignite Me series, the third book. Or was it the fourth book? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth book. Yeah, Ignite Me. It's so, so good. And Unravel Me. Unravel Me was really good as well, but Ignite Me, it was amazing. Amazing. It's a dystopian book. We have this girl named Juliet. She has been a prisoner for a long time, and it's complicated. I can't really tell you what's going on because I'm gonna spoil it for you, but it's literally been on my TBR on Goodreads for 10 years, and now is the time that I read it. You know, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm so glad I found it. It's like it brought me so much joy and happiness at a time where I thought I would never smile again. And that sounds really depressing, but that's what it did. And I love this book. It will forever hold a special place in my heart. The second one is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. She always, always does a big one. She's the it girl. I love her. I adore her. I love her writing so much. So I read this at the 1st of December. I legit read it at the 1st of December, just like A Part of Your World. It legit happened. I read it like a couple of days before I did my, is it my 2023 or 2024 reading top 10? Somewhere there, right? This book is amazing. It's the 3rd book of the series. I haven't read yours truly. I'll get to it. But this book is honestly the best. It's like, it's so good. We have Justin and Emma. She is 28. She's a travel nurse. He's 29. He's a software engineer. And there's this article, right? This book starts off, her best friend is reading this article called Am I the Asshole? And the best friend sort of is like, you know, this guy has the same sort of curse that you do, of like, when you date someone, the next person, when you guys break up, the next person that they date, they get married to. So this has been happening to Emma as well, and it's also been happening to Justin. And they were like, what if we both cancel out each other's curse? Right? It's so cute. He's so cute and handsome and just like kind. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is a perfect book. I would have loved a lot more spice, but that's just me. I love it. And Emma is kind, she's organized, but she's going through some deep things. She's going through some deep things. What I learned about this book is sometimes you don't like someone, especially your parents, because of something that you do, and you start, or you end up, I wouldn't say becoming them, you end up being that person. Like if you don't like that your mother is a liar and she's always dating other people, you end up doing that. Like you're always dating around, like everybody knows, like he's always dating around or she's always dating around, you know. So it's like you need to be able to just like take a step back, take several steps back, and be like, okay, this, I don't want to do this because A, it was done to me, and B, you also kind of get this sort of empathy for sort of your parent or whomever it is, because like it's so easy to fall into this trap. Because I feel like sometimes you feel like there's no way I would do this, I would never do this, I would never be this, I'm never gonna get divorced, I'm never blah 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 blah. But it's so, you end up doing it and you're like, wait a minute, actually what, I wasn't even thinking, it's so easy, right? And this is Emma and Justin's story, and I just loved how they dealt with their trauma, and it was so heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking. I really felt for Justin and Emma. She was really trying. They both were. And I loved this book so much. I loved it so much. I was just like giggling, and it's just funny and sweet. And he's like, the first time he sees her, he's like, he's in love. And I'm like, oh, yeah, clock it. Then the last book that I have, my top 10 books of 2025 is, one sec, this is too good. Reading. Number 1 is Fast by Millie Belizar. Now this book, wow, this book is absolute perfection. This is the first time I read this author. I saw that it's very emotional on TikTok Book Talk, so I was ready and prepared. But damn, wow, those 10 chapters, those beginning 10 chapters are really, really painful. It's really, really painful. You need to be in the best sort of mind frame or mind space, because it's gonna get to you. It really is. So we have these 2 characters. We have Caprice and we have Sean, right? So they are childhood best friends, 2 lovers, and Caprice moves in. We get the beginning of the book, right? Caprice is moving in with her grandmother into this pink house, and the grandmother has a son, and we don't talk about him, but things are happening to Caprice in that house, and it's just a nightmare for her. It really is. And she gets a best friend out of that, sort of. Like, Sean sees her, he sees that something is wrong, but he's just like trying to be there for her. And he's really young, he doesn't really understand, she doesn't understand, nobody understands, but they sort of are each other's backbones, and they have this sort of, there's a friendship and care, and just like they are each other's weaknesses, and I just admire that so much. So often we get books where like he is like her strength, or what, that's always good, right? But they were each other's weaknesses, and they just did not want to harm or hurt or abandon each other. And it's a lot, it really is a lot, because they're just children, they're trying to grow up, and they're trying to do the right thing. And yeah, it's devastating, but it's so good. And I just want you guys to go, don't read the synopsis, because I didn't, and I was really shocked. So don't read the synopsis, that's what I'm going to tell you to do. it's a start to end. There are really not a lot of time jumps, maybe like a 2 years or so, but not that much of a time jump. And yeah, I'm trying to see if I've said everything down. Yes, I think so. So that is it for my top 10 books of 2025. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. You know I'm going to see you next time. And thank you all for being here. I love and appreciate you all so much. Bye bye.